Since the origination of this age of technologies, our daily tasks, starting from studies to our businesses, have become easier. This has made us lazy, and at the same time, access to vast amount of information that help us in our daily routine has diverted our concentration. In fact, it wouldn't be wrong if we say that our concentration power has declined to a huge extent. In this video, I'll be discussing about 3 ways that you can do to improve your focus. And plus, I'll share with you a simple exercise at the end of the video to help you improve your concentration in your day-to-day tasks. So if you want to know more about how to improve your concentration, stay tuned. So let's get started. Number 1, create a separate time for your distractions. In the 24 hours of our day, we get distracted by tons of different activities such as social media, games, entertainment, and so on. Of course, some entertainment and free time is an essential part of our life, and they are good to have a fresh mind. But we, instead of making these things just a part of our lives, have actually adopted these extras in our life. And these extras have penetrated so hard that it now is like an entangled web in our lives. Researchers show that the more we find the comfort of technologies, the more we get dependent upon it, and eventually we make them a vital component of our life. What we can do instead is create a separate time for these distractions. Create a timetable and stick to it. Start every day like this when you wake up. You go like, okay, I'll have some exercise or some meditation, eat breakfast, and then head off straight to work. And then when I get free in the evening, I will scroll my social media feed for 15 or 20 minutes and not more than that. And that's it. 1 movie a week is enough, and instead of spending hours and hours of your day watching movies or those serials that have actually no positive outcome. You may be wondering how it is going to help. The simple answer lies in the fact that once you start reducing all these distractions, you will have some more time which you can utilize for doing some productive work. And since you have been watching less movies in the past 2 or 3 weeks, you won't think about all those actions or the adventures of these fictional characters, but you will be able to focus more on whatever you're doing. So if you want to improve your focus and concentration in your daily tasks, start reducing these distractions from your life and spend that energy doing something that you have been planning since ages. But you couldn't do it because you lack motivation for it. This brings to our second point, and that is, 1 work at a time with short intervals in between. It's worth mentioning here that we always start doing many things all at once. For example, we sit on the dining table and start eating our food. But before we do that, we take a photo of whatever we're eating. You upload it on your favorite social media website, but what actually happens over here is that your followers on that social media platform is constantly giving their feedback. And you feel this desire to check what feedbacks you're getting, and boom, you've once again fallen in the web of social media. You don't eat properly. Or maybe you're studying, but you have your mobile phone right beside you. You get a notification or a call from a friend, and you divert your attention from your activity, which is studying in this case, to your mobile phone. Or you're having a good time with your family, you get an email from your boss about the project which you have been working hard for, you now move towards your laptop and move your focus from fun to work in a span of just a few seconds. There are a lot of examples in our daily lives where we, instead of doing one thing, try and accomplish multiple tasks at once. This not only reduces focus, but actually affects our productivity as well. What you should do instead is that start to work. Pledge that until you complete that task, you will not move towards another thing. But be sure to have some short breaks in between to freshen up your mind. In this way, you will give great outcomes and also help improve your focus. For example, you have been studying for an hour, it is now the time to get up and have some water or walk for a few minutes in your room, but do not engage in any sort of activity that will divert your focus from your studies. Number 3. Spend more time alone. In this age of connection, when we are so surrounded by technologies, one hardly gets some time for themselves. Think about it. When was the last time you spent an hour with yourself? And I actually mean yourself. You and only you. No phone, no internet, no friend, no movie, no music, no social gathering, nothing. You and only you. This is what we lack. We have stopped liking ourselves and have started living this fake life to live for others. If you won't give time to yourself, who will? Spend some time alone and think about your life. Have some planning about your future and how you're going to achieve your goals. This is the time to disconnect with the whole world and connect with only yourself. And when you're all alone, do this activity every time. Close your eyes and remove all thoughts from your mind. Now visualize a single letter, for instance, the first letter of your name, and start focusing on that letter. You will experience that there are thoughts that are bombarding you with your experience, but do not let those thoughts come near the letter that you are visualizing. At first, it will be difficult, but eventually you will improve. This is a simple mind exercise that you can do to improve your focus and attention. This one simple exercise has helped me a lot in my life, especially with my studies. You can do it, and within a few days, you will start noticing those changes. So, if you want to improve your focus, number 1, cut off every sort of distraction from your life and allot a separate time for them. Number 2, focus on one task at a time with short breaks in between. And most importantly, start spending time with yourself, where it is only you and nothing else.